Just go up to people. Hey, so I'm an artist. Do you like my music?
Yeah, like do you like pop music? Do you like it? I don't dance,
I'm
but it'll make you
singing
dance.
in your ear right now.
Right now.
All right. Hey, Lifted Love in the building, and you are awesome. We're here at INTHAFEST. We got Elijah Rosario. You've heard his name before because he's been on a podcast with ours, but this is our first time in person. So what's up, man?
Hey man, it's a privilege to be here, bro. We over here in the fest, you know what I'm saying, in Durham, North Carolina, at the Fruit. But I'm doing well, man. I'm blessed. It's a good night. I can't complain, man.
Heck yeah. The one thing I admire about you, man, is you always support other artists, even though you're not performing tonight. Last year, you did.
Yes, I did.
You're not performing tonight, but you're still here supporting artists, man.
Absolutely.
That says something huge about you.
It's important, bro. I mean, it's the space. It's like, why wouldn't I? Like, I may not be from North Carolina, but I live here. I'm an artist myself, and I got a lot of peers here that I really rock with. So I'm gonna definitely come out and support, man. It ain't always about the stage for me. It's about the behind the scenes. That's what it's always about.
So you just dropped Silver Lining.
Yes.
How's everything going with that? Everyone's receiving it pretty well.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like it was something that was very new for me. Like that whole even the process of making it. Like, shout out my guy Exotic. Not only,
Exotic,
I know people normally hear me talk about him and says he engineers and produces a couple of records, but he actually co-wrote this record with me. So that was awesome. That was a different experience, but I loved every bit of it. I got a chance to do a couple of arrangements for the first time, so that was new. So when it came out, I was just like, man, I hope people enjoy this, and I hope that they receive the new energy we're trying to bring, and it's been received pretty well, man. I gotta say the commentary has been good. People have been enjoying it. DJs are playing it, so I guess we're doing all right. It's a slow burn, but that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I just found out you shot it here.
Yes, and we shot it here at the Fruit, the music video. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. What's it like bringing all those? I know you said you're not from here, but you live here, but you embrace it so well.
Yeah.
So what's it like bringing all those roots, kind of like all the cultures that you've been a part of in the past, and now the ones that you're currently in, the communities that you're in?
Oh man, I mean, honestly, coming from Georgia, growing up there, it's the South. It was a slower part. Georgia's pretty slow in general, unless you live in Atlanta. It's pretty slow everywhere else. So it was very slow paced for me, but I learned how to communicate better. I come from that part of the country where you sit on your porch and you talk to your friends and y'all chill at nighttime and y'all just talking about whatever life, whatever you're going through, and you actually talk. You know what I mean? And communicate. And then when I went off to college and I was in Houston, Texas after I graduated college, man, I mean, just that culture of how Houston moves. I learned how to support artists through Houston because I would see how artists out there really supported one another. Like, they would champion the next artist that was over in Houston. You didn't have to be next up. You could just be doing a show and somebody sees you and they say, yo, your style is dope. Like, all of that. And so I just felt like, man, wherever I go, I try to give back whatever I receive. So, and what I learn and what I absorb from other places. So the same way I absorbed that community aspect from Georgia and also from Houston, I just felt like it was only right that I bring that and always, exemplify that out here in this area.
That's awesome. And what's something that you're excited for with this space? Because, I mean, there's so many amazing artists, yourself included.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, this space is blowing up. Like, what are you excited about?
Man, honestly, I'm excited for other people to catch on to, like, specifically Raleigh and Durham, because Raleigh and Durham, and I say this often, Raleigh and Durham, they're in such a unique space to become the next LA and the next New York City. Because like we have everything. We have alternative, we have pop, we have hip hop, we have neo soul, we got R&B, we have funk music, like we have rock and roll music, like we have, and the dope part about it, we don't just have those genres, but we have people and groups that are the forefronts of those genres and do a great job in those genres. So I don't doubt for a second that in the next 3 to 5 years, people are going to catch on to Raleigh and Durham and say, wow, North Carolina, like specifically this area, they have it. Like, we should be investing more into this.
100%.
And just by the nature of like where tech is going all the way from the West Coast and actually coming here to the Research Triangle area out in Raleigh, it's only a matter of time before we get those looks out here anyways.
Heck yeah. And I mean, I think just having that potential there is a driving force in what you do every day, right? Like,
absolutely.
You're making music because you see the vision, you see the future, you see the potential, like the sky's the limit, right?
Absolutely.
So who's like one of those guys that you see who's up and coming besides yourself?
Yeah.
That like you're either excited to work with or you want to work with, you haven't had the chance to work with. Like who's that? Who's one of those guys coming up?
Oh man. Well, I gotta say, so he actually performed first tonight, Choco. So Choco is a very special kid to me. He's got a lot of raw talent. He makes beautiful music. He understands his voice at such an early age, and I think that's already unique as an artist yourself. Like the first thing you want to do is find your voice. Like everything I've heard bro do, it don't sound like nobody else, and I think that's special. And so I think with the right grooming, and that comes with time, and that comes with experience. So I'm excited to see him, really elevate out this space because that kid's got it. And you can mark my words and document that here on the Lift and Love podcast.
Another exclusive. We're just blessed with exclusives tonight. It's funny because we actually had him on earlier. He was our first guest tonight.
Word.
And he praised you.
Man.
He talked very highly of you, as everyone does. I haven't heard anyone say a negative thing about you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But I mean, he was very much talking and like, just I think he's super young too.
Yeah.
I mean, like you don't really find the young. A lot of the guys that we interviewed tonight. I mean, Darius King was 19. I mean, Joanny, another guys are so young.
Yeah.
And it's like they're out here doing it.
And they do a great job at it. Like they understand things a little differently. Like also another person I'm a fan of that I can't wait to see him tonight is Kadoku.
Oh my gosh.
I think Kadoku is just my gosh, bro. And that's somebody I have not been in the studio with yet. And that's somebody I can't wait to get in the studio with. Every time we see each other,
we gonna do this right now. Kadoku, get your ass on
I'll have you, bro. Every time we see each other, bro, it's always love and it's always great energy. And I'd be like, bro, I gotta get you in the studio. And then I be kind of forgetting sometimes because I get caught up in projects, and we're in the midst of working on a project right now. So creatively, like it's just been all attention to that. But when I'm done with this project, Kadoku, I'm on you. Let's get it. Like we gotta work together, bro.
Another exclusive. Heard it here first. No, they dropped. I mean, and they're blowing up too. Like him and DK, they work a lot together.
Yeah.
We talked to Darius before. And I mean, it's just so crazy how like young and like just so hungry everyone is.
And it's refreshing, bro.
Dude, especially like for me coming from up north, bro. Like it's so different. Like everyone's a little more stubborn out there. They kind of feel like they've earned it. Even
don't do that to your fellow New Yorkers, man. I love New York City.
Hey, I'm not taking anything
away. New York.
I'm just saying. Looking like at the people who are like around the same age.
Yeah.
It's just a different drive out here.
Of course.
It's so wild. I mean, Juani's like he's working full time, global, working full time student, and he's putting music out.
It's factual.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, and that's what it takes. I think with New York culture though, and I think what happens is like everybody's used to the hustle. It's like it's literally born in like hustle. I think it's just born in the air for New Yorkers. It's like yeah, it's like let's go. Like you're born, it's like hustle. It's just that, and but I love it. I love hustle culture because hustlers recognize hustlers. And when I was in New York City this summer, I was going around handing out paper flyers, bro, just talking to random strangers, and they was like, bet. Like we're there.
How was that? Because you had a show in Brooklyn or Bronx? Brooklyn?
It was in Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah, we were in Manhattan. We did a show at SOBs.
SOBs.
Yeah, we did a show at SOBs. Yeah.
How was that? Great experience.
It was honestly. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I didn't bomb the show, but it wasn't my best show. And I'll simply say this as a transparent person. When you're up on a stage dealing with a whole new culture, I had to learn how to adjust, and I didn't adjust to the culture of New Yorkers until like midway through my set. So I caught it, but the beginning was very, very rough because like I'm just this nice Southern guy, and they're like, "Get on with it, man," and I'm just like, "Yeah, okay." And then something just clicked on me. I was like, "All right."
But I tell you what, if you could perform in New York,
yeah,
you can perform anywhere.
Man, after the last half of the set, we got through it. It was beautiful. People loved it. We had them singing our songs. Like,
you had them singing?
We had them singing "Can't Get Enough." Yeah, we had them singing "Can't Get Enough." Yeah, we had them singing a cappella. And so we had them singing a cappella too.
That's awesome.
I just realized like this is the culture here. You gotta really speak from your chest. You can't just be like this when you go to New York City.
You gotta say it loud.
Yeah, you gotta say it loud and proud. And I caught on that during the middle of my set.
Yeah, dude. It
was great.
What was one thing you learned from that? Was it like don't I obviously can't speak. Don't wait to get out of your shell. Just go ahead and get it.
Man, what it taught me really is when we did a little mini tour this year. So like what he taught me, even in New York, and from that moment on, through the rest of the tour, I was like, dude, you gotta adapt to your environment from the moment you get off the plane or from the moment you get out of the car. You gotta adapt to your environment because at the end of the day, is these people are used to what they're getting. They don't know your music and they don't know you. Not saying you gotta go act like I don't have to go act like a New Yorker, but you gotta be on that type of time mentally where it's like it's fast paced. You can't drag, and you have to command what you want. And that's what it taught me. It showed me stop asking for permission to be great. Just do it. You're in the room. Just do it. Just be great.
Just do it.
You're in the room. You did the hard part. You got in the room. That's what it showed me. So every time I'm in a room now, I don't try to ask permission to be good or be great at something. I just go and just have fun, be myself, and own it. Just owning it. And that's what that moment showed me from this point on. Like from that point on.
And you kind of got to the point where I was going to get was your tour. How was that for you? What was your biggest experiences, and how did that even like come about?
Dude, that experience in general, bro, was just like so eye opening for me because we toured around the U.S. like in a couple of different parts of the country. Like we hit Seattle, we hit New York, we hit of course North Carolina, we hit D.C., we hit Albuquerque, New Mexico. Like it was different, bro. Like it was very different, and it was so cool to see we're all from the same country, but we're all so different. Every place it has a uniqueness of its own. And so again, going back to the initial point I was saying, I learned how to stop asking for permission. I learned how to adapt to my environment quickly, because that's what you got to do when you're out there. But it was a great experience. I got a chance to connect with a ton of artists, learn more about the music scenes in those specific areas, and I think that's important as an emerging act. Is we need to learn about what's going on outside of just the internet or outside of what we see on our phone, because it's all smoking mirrors for most people. Not everybody,
yeah.
but for most people, it's smoking mirrors. But what's not a smoking mirror is when you're in a room with somebody like we're doing right now, and we're having this moment in real time, right? And we're learning about things about each other or about our environment together in real time. And so that's what tour taught me. Touching the people is very important. Like, oh my gosh, touring told me how important it is to not focus on what industry wants, but what do people want. And all people want to do is just feel your energy. They want to be engulfed in it. They want to be surprised by it, and they want to make sure the music's good too before they buy your merch.
That's a fact.
You know, and before they decide they're gonna come buy a ticket again.
You brought merch with you?
I
Can't
did.
Get enough?
Absolutely.
It was a can't get enough tour.
It was a good can't get enough tour. Yes, sir.
And you had merch for it, everything?
We had merch for it. We took it to every city, and you know, I damn near sold out all my merch in every city.
Wow.
Like, you know, we just investing, and you know, I'm not gonna sit and say we made a ton of money or nothing like that, bro. That's not what it was about. It was about getting a chance to show myself I don't have to wait on the industry to catch up. I need to be touching my people that's there, and they don't even know they're my people yet. But guess what? When I met those people, they was like, yo, we people. Like, we people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was the beautiful part about tour, bro. And all that really came about with just me, my manager, shout out Chad Law. He just gave me some homework and was like, yo, see if you can book one of these venues. He gave me like a spreadsheet of like over 50 venues. He said, see if you can land one. I landed Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I caught on to what venues want when you're an outsider. They want to know that you have access to people who already have weight in that city and have experience in that city. Once I caught on to that, bro, I started touching cities that I had good data in, and I was reaching out to people on Instagram, and bro, the rest was history. Put the tour together. And we put it together in a span of 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your favorite city to perform in?
Ooh, Seattle, bro.
Really?
Yeah, no cap. Seattle. Seattle and Toronto.
Where were you? Where were you at in Seattle? Like, what was it? Was it like something like this or?
No. So we were at 2 venues in Seattle. We're at the High Dive, which I guess aesthetically, the High Dive has more of a rustic look. A lot of venues in Seattle actually have like that rustic scenery or that oceanic and type of look, very like sea looking type of vibe going on, right? So we did High Dive, and then we did Blue Moon Tavern, and those were like in the same week. We ended up doing a total of 115 tickets while we were in Seattle. But most importantly, bro, just the people out there and the wave that they were on, bro, different. Like, they didn't care about the trap. they wanted to just feel. So, bro, that's when I started diving into like house music, and it taught me, it showed me like, yo, you need to get into house, you need to learn how to get into pop, like go get into some more alternative music, like you know what I'm saying, like it helped me expand my horizon. So that was one of my favorite places for that reason. And then Toronto was my other favorite place because one, I really like Canada and I love Toronto. Everybody's cool there. Everybody's really chill there. And I don't know, man. Like the energy in the room, bro. Bro, it was just so much love in that room. Like, bro, you'd have thought I was from there. That's how. Am I lying, Exotic, about Toronto? The love that was in the room in Toronto, you'd have thought we were from there, right? It's crazy. It was crazy, bro.
So what you're saying is you were born and raised in Toronto?
I probably was. I probably was. Shout out to Toronto, man. Yeah. Shout out to Seattle.
So how'd you get 115 tickets sold? Did you know
bro,
people there?
No, yeah. So the artist, bro, it's the artist I touch base with. So I put a bill together for each night, and you know Wednesday night we didn't do so well, right? Wednesday night we did not do well at all, really. Like just being honest, bro. Like. And that's when somebody put me on game, was like, yeah, yo, like underground shows in Seattle don't do good on weeknights. You gotta do a Friday or a Saturday. So I was like, okay, I'll see what we do Saturday. I'll see what we do Friday. So we get there on Friday, bro. We do like over 80 tickets sold, and that's what made up the majority of the sales from Seattle. But that was just really do teamwork with the other artists. I supplied all the graphics. I supplied all the promo material. Like I made a promo video for them, and I was also running ads out there. So on top of the digital efforts, like. They were promoting to their people, and bro, we just able to make it happen.
That's so crazy.
But teamwork, that's what it's about, bro.
Teamwork made the dream work, right?
You cannot do it by yourself. I wouldn't even dare lie to you and say, oh, because of my name alone, like they can't. Hell no, bro. Like those people came to see those people in Seattle, and what those artists did for me was they said, hey, this guy's coming all the way across the country, Let's embrace him. Let's show him how we really do it here. And so I'm putting my face out. I'm making collaborative posts with these artists. I'm making sure my face is out there on their profiles, and I'm pushing tickets on digital. But I can't say it was all me, bro.
Who's your team?
It's me, it's Exotic, Chad Law, Beast by Mark, J Mark Creative, and Tay the Shooter, and my wife. But she's not like on payroll yet. But she's not yet. Yeah. But we're all invested, bro. Like we're all invested in this. It's a team effort. I can't make the music alone. I can't do the promo alone. I can't do the merch alone. I can't get the tour set up alone, bro. Like it's a team effort. So I'm just appreciative they even have a team at this stage in my career, because really like I'm just getting started, bro.
That's a fact. And you talk about your wife, and you're expecting your second baby, right?
Yeah, we are. Another girl, actually.
Another girl,
bro.
Girl dad, let's go.
Girl dad, bro. Girl dad all day.
How excited are you?
Honestly, man, I'm really excited. Like we thought this one was gonna be a boy, because it was like everybody, like her mom, everybody was like, it's gonna be a boy, it's gonna be a boy. So we're tricking ourselves to say it's gonna be a boy. We get to the ultrasound, they're like, it's a girl, and I'm like, all right, cool. I said, well, I'm gonna be taken care of. That's all I can say. All right. Be taken care of, bro.
And she's doing May, right?
She's doing April. In April, man. So we're gonna have an April baby, and then 4 months later, my other daughter's birthday is around the corner.
Well, when's the due date?
We don't know exactly yet. They've moved it back and forth, but it's supposed to be between mid to late April.
And, well, I'm the 7th, so you know.
Oh, word.
Yeah, if she has baby early, you know what I'm saying.
Taurus or Aries? Aries. Okay, yeah.
Fire sign.
Aries, man. Aries. Shout out to all my Aries, bro. Like, and I rock with the fire sign. I'm a water sign, but like, I rock with the fire signs, bro. Like one of my close friends growing up is a Capricorn, so like, it's crazy how that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and we actually get along. Like, you know what I'm saying? We get along.
That's crazy.
Heck yeah.
So, 2023.
Yes, sir.
What are you most excited about? As far as you,
man, honestly,
anything Elijah Rosario.
I mean, for me, man, I'm really excited about one, like growing my family, and I'm excited about like the fact that I've learned boundaries this year, and so now I can walk forward next year and really uphold those boundaries, like knowing how to say no, understanding when and where to do that, understanding like the business aspect more. So I'm excited about my business savvy going into play more next year. I'm excited to be more in shape. I got a gym membership now, So I'm gonna be hitting the gym more and just getting
Yeah.
my mental together. Because I feel like sometimes when I'm not making music, bro, or got my hands on a project, I go crazy. So the gym is gonna now be that outlet that I can utilize and just get my mental right. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited, bro, for the new music we got. We got a new album on the way. We got a new album on the way in 2023.
Uh-huh.
So
I thought some shit was about to go down for a second.
oh yeah, I thought so too.
I was ready to go.
I said, oh man, what's happening? What's going on? Not here.
So new album 2023.
New album 2023.
Dang,
Man.
new album, new baby. Like
A lot of new things,
it's
bro.
fixing to be a big year.
A really big year, and honestly, man, we got other things in the works that we're working on, but most importantly, bro, I'm just excited about a peace of mind through everything. That's all I really care about, bro. As long as I got that, I can conquer anything, I can take on anything, I can accept anything. I just gotta have a peace of mind. I'm excited to have that.
And then another thing I wanted to talk to you about was synergism.
Yeah.
Am I saying right?
Synergism?
Synergism.
Yes, sir.
So it's a show you put together, you created, you and your team. And what can we expect going forward from that?
Oh man, so it's
celebrate your 1 year anniversary.
We did. We just had our 1 year anniversary. So my wife and I, we're working on a couple of things of how we want to take things forward with synergism, but just kind of give some insight of what that's going to look like for 2023. We're looking at hosting some actual workshops, workshops that don't just benefit artists musically, but also contributes to visual artists. Honestly, any type of art you can monetize. We want to create workshops for it where the business gets introduced to you. Writers workshops for artists who want to get more writing sessions in, work with more producers. Press workshops where artists can actually connect with press, have a press day. We do a press or synergism press day. Artists get press. We have y'all there. Y'all do interviews, all those things.
So it's all about helping the artists grow.
Helping the artists grow, bro, and arming the artists with the tools and assets that they need to take their brand further, to take the opportunities further, to start getting their own bookings, to not have to rely on somebody reaching out to them. They can go get it themselves as well. I'm all about independence, bro, and I'm all about arming people with that. So that's what we have in store for next year. And my wife, she's planning some community type of things. And then we're looking at I'm looking at trying to get a bigger act for the next year for synergism, as well as we might do a couple of shows quarterly where we base it off.
If there's anything we can do to help,
no,
the nonprofit and everything.
We're gonna be talking a lot about
you guys need
that.
help wise. We're there.
Absolutely, brother.
Even for your artistry, whatever we can do, and social media, we can help push out. Man, we're here for you.
Man, I appreciate it. Y'all been there for me, bro. Honestly, y'all show me nothing but love since day one, bro. And that's a different type of energy, and I've just learned to but I've learned to just accept that. I wear a loose garment with things, as far as not getting too close when I know it's not okay to get too close. But when people just open their arms to you, and I'm a loving person, so I'm not gonna act like I don't love people. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I love people, bro. I love people. I love life. So when you show me that love, bring it in. You know what I'm saying? Bring it here. We here, baby. But if it's like this, we can keep it like that too. I'm cool. I'm not sensitive to that. We can keep it cool, but I wear a loose garment now, man. So, and it's good to be in that space.
Hell yeah. But give the people some motivation.
Yeah, man. So listen, this is what I'll say, because I don't know when this video is coming out, so I won't timestamp anything. But what I will say is this: going forward, just learn how to say no to things that make sense to say no to. Don't be afraid to actually take your days mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and say you're messed up. Because if you don't tear it all down, how you going to build it back up? So do those things, and I promise you, because I'm going through it myself right now, you will feel better. You'll be able to create better. You'll be able to be more productive. You'll be able to help other people without even having to say I'm going to help you. Your actions alone are going to help those people around you. So that's my advice, and I just hope y'all stay blessed no matter what year it's in.
Oh yeah, so we got our YouTube stickers, our Lifting Up Reacts, regular holographic sticker, and we got a chain, dog.
Hey,
Appreciate you, bro.
Hold on. We gotta show them what we working
Yeah,
with.
the holographic.
Hold on now. Wait a
We got
second.
the Lift and Love YouTube. That's our YouTube channel. Lift and Love
Now,
Reacts.
y'all make sure y'all subscribe and like.
Yeah.
Definitely this episode. And I need this keychain because I be losing my keys sometimes. I ain't gonna miss the Lift and Love.
Hey, bro, but I appreciate you,
love,
man.
bro.
It's
Appreciate
always been
you.
love, man. But give me your socials real quick so everyone knows.
You guys can check me out on Instagram at ElijahRosario.music. Twitter, I don't know if Elon Musk changed the characters, but it's just E Rosario Music. And everywhere on every DSP, just type in Elijah Rosario. Check out Silver Liner. It's out now. New album on the way. New singles on the way. It's all love on the Lift and Love podcast.
Let's go, dog. Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you.